In this video, I'm going to show you how I built a demon back within a year. What do I mean by demon back? Let me show you. This is my back currently, and it is, I think, one of my strongest points in my physique. It is huge, and it has, it's really defined, really toned. You can actually see the muscle striations. You can see the veins on my traps, which is crazy. And it's just having a good back. There's nothing special about demon back, but just having a strong, good, muscular, toned back. So, why is it good to have a strong back? It rounds off your physique, so it helps so much with just making your entire physique look 10 times better. It gives you that nice little V-taper when you have good, strong lats, and it helps with most of your other exercises because it's like most of your stabilizing muscles are within your back. And it also helps with aesthetics, like I said, the V-taper, having that big, nice back. And it will also help when people inevitably ask you to carry stuff. People will ask you, oh, carry this, that's your gym workout done for the day. People will start asking you that when you start training in the gym. So have a strong back for that, and it just looks good. Why wouldn't you want a strong back?
Babe, wake up. Lanik dropped another one.
What to do? Focus on these muscle groups in this order of priority. One period of focus on each one in this order. So first off, your lats. Your lats make up the most aesthetic part of your back, which is like, not your arm hair, but like this bit going down here, right? So that builds in your V-taper. It makes it so you have that nice wide back. That just makes it look like you've got these broad shoulders, you've got this broad body, while also coming down into a nice slim waist. So lats are very, very important. Next, you want to move on to your traps, which is like, it's your upper middle back going down to, it goes down like that. And then it's also these bits up here, right? And having strong traps is so good for like neck strength and just carrying stuff generally, because your traps are one of the main stabilizing muscles for your back. And next up, rear delts. Rear delts are often overlooked as part of your back, but they're so important for giving your shoulders that 3D look, and also giving that broad-shouldered look, and like I said, getting into that V-taper. And finally, the most overlooked one is your lower back, which actually I've been looking at a lot more research lately. It's built up by a lot of fascia muscles, but I still think it's important to have a good deep line. Like, you know that deep line in your lower back that you get? I feel like that's so important to have because, again, stabilizing muscles are there. Let's get started into it. Lats. On lats, you want to focus on getting a deep stretch within the muscle. Definitely hard. You want to get a deep stretch within the muscle. And the best exercises for getting that deep stretch are your default lat pull downs. So literally just pulling down the weight like that, holding it there, pulling it all the way down. Don't overextend and bring it down to your chest, right? Because then you're bringing your traps into it. You're isolating your lats, bring it down here, stick your chest outwards and bring it like to your upper chest. Like, imagine you're sticking your chest up and pulling your arms back as far as possible. And that will help you so much. You'll feel it a lot more. And another one is called lat pullovers or lat pull downs. No, well, the name of it is a bit confusing, but essentially you keep your arms straight and you pull your arms down like that. It is so good for your lats, honestly. Like, the pumps that I get when I do lat pullovers are so good, and it stretches your lats to another dimension, because when you're getting that deep stretch down here in lat pull downs, it's just down here in this range of motion. Whereas lat pullovers, you can get the stretch at the stretch position, which is so much more important. Now, there's this new exercise that's been trending online called the Keenan flap. I personally haven't tried it yet, but from what I can tell, it does look like a really good exercise, and it's also single arm, which is so much better because you can emphasize all of your effort into that one arm. And essentially what it is you get a D handle or one of those like cuffs, and you put it around your arm there, and you have it on the cable machine like that, and you just pull your arm down like that, and then go up, and then down like that. I think I'd do it a little bit more of a 45-degree angle to keep it in line with the lat fibers, and then pull it down like that, and then go up. And that will help so much with, again, getting the deep stretch of both positions. And honestly, it seems like a great exercise. So try it out and let me know what you guys think. I'm going to try it out at some point soon as well. It is a bit of a weird one. You just look like a chicken. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people also doing on like the hip abduction machines, which is a bit techie. I don't know if you want to do that, but maybe something to consider if you don't want to do the setup. And the next exercise that I have used, dumbbell rows. Dumbbell rows are so good, and especially if you're doing them in the right form, you want to do it in like almost a J motion, where it's sweeping down in front of you, and then you're pulling it back here. And honestly, like, I love dumbbell rows so much. They're one of my favorite exercises because I can go so heavy on them, and they just feel so good for a really deep stretch within your back. And finally, optimized lat pull downs. So an optimized lat pull down is single arm, and you want to kind of like twist your body inwards. I think I have a video somewhere, I'll show you if I do. And your thumb placement should be on this side rather than this side, right? You see the difference? So instead of holding it like that, hold it like that because it goes deeper into your back. I don't know the specific science, but I think one of the tendons connects down deeper into your back. And like I said, twist your body a little bit. And in terms of how far to pull down, you want to pull down as far as you can. And in order to let go, you want to go all the way like that, but don't let your arm go straight, otherwise all the tension will get lost. You want to keep the tension within the muscle, right? Don't stretch out your arm, don't fully lock out your arm. You want to do it single hand, like I said, and lean back a bit, because leaning back will help put your body in that angle where you can get the most stretch and the most muscle usage out of it, right? Which is exactly what you want. Moving on to traps. Farmer's carries, a bit of a weird exercise, but one of my favorites for building some really nice traps. Just grab some kettlebells and walk up and down, like, you know the AstroTurf areas where it has like the marked meters? Walk up and down that like 10, 20 times, as many times as you can. I personally used to use 20 kgs, 20 kg kettlebells in each hand. Go as heavy or as light as you can, and it'll help you improve your grip strength as well, and just carry it up until you physically can't anymore. And when you do this, you want to make sure you have like a really 110% posture. That's what I like to call it. Imagine someone's like sticking a stick up your arse, and you're just like, ugh, and you want to stick your chest up and just hold it. And then when you let go of the weight, your body will automatically just want to have good posture. It helps so much. And honestly, I think that's how I got rid of my hunchback, because apparently I used to have a hunchback when I was younger. I never saw it, but oh well. And the next exercise is, again, dumbbell rows for your traps. So good. I don't need to cover it again, but I think that's why I have veins in my traps now that are visible. And finally, face pulls, and just specifically optimize face pulls. Now, I think if I have a video, I'll put it up. If I don't, let me explain. You want to put a plate by your feet at the bottom of the cable machine. Adjust the attachment height to around about your upper chest, like around about this point. It should be in line with that when you're sitting down. And then you pull it to your chest. So the reason the plate is there, you want to sit down on the floor and lean your feet against the plate. So all of the tension is going through the plate, and it creates a little bit more distance between you and the machine, meaning that you can pull it a bit further back and then also lean forward while you're doing it. And leaning forward gives it that extra little bit of stretch in your back. You want to fully release all the tension from your back, maybe still keeping a little bit of tension in your arms, and then put it all the way back, stretch, or put it to your chest like that, stretch, and then go back down. Such a good exercise for your back. Trust me, that is one of the main exercises that help me build my insane back. Next, rear delts. So there's this new one that I've been doing called archer rows, and honestly, it has given me the best rear delt pumps. My rear delt actually looks like it exists when I get a pump from one of these. So what you want to do, have the cable in front of you, put your hand, so around about literally like maybe one notch higher than arm's height, and have your hand resting on the little pulley where the cable comes out of, put your hand there, and all the tension will be going through that arm, so make sure that your arm is straight. And then with the other hand, pull the cable like you're pulling a bow, like you're an archer. Pull it back like that, and slowly let go. Now, you might not actually feel it in your rear delt. You might feel it more in your arm. I don't know why, but then when you're done with the exercise, you'll actually see the pump and you'll understand, yo, this is a sick workout. And you can go quite heavy on it. And it is quite nice. Like, it's a really nice exercise to do. And obviously, make sure you're doing it on both sides. Next one, face pulls again. But if you want to focus on doing it for your rear delts, instead of pulling to here, you want to pull up here, right? And this sort of movement for your rear delts is so good. The stretch that you can get on that is insane. Next exercise is the rear delt pec deck. So the pec deck, but focusing on rear delts. Now, instead of doing it the traditional way where you're doing like that, I want you to sit sideways on it and grab it from this position and move it that way. Reason being is because from this position, your rear delt is stretched so much more, and you're actually getting a lot more tension at this place of the movement rather than out here. When you get the tension out here, there's not really much doing because it's not really doing much because your muscle is already in the contracted position, and then you're getting the most tension there. You want the most tension to be in the stretch position, and that really lets you like test your strength from down here. Now, sometimes you might need a little lift off or something because a lot of people don't train their rear delts from this range of motion, but just doing that movement, it helps you get such good rear delts. I was training it for a good solid 5 to 6 months, and it helped me so much. And the final exercise for rear delts is your default rear delt dumbbell raises, where you lean down and then just lift them back up like this. I don't personally do that one as much because I feel like your traps can come into it a lot more, but I have heard it's really good, and when I have done it, I have felt it for my rear delts. Finally, lower back. So there's 2 exercises that you can do for this, which is your kettlebell swings. You grab a kettlebell and just swing it up like that, while also going all the way down in between your legs, and then swinging it up like that. You can go a little bit heavy with it, but obviously don't go too heavy. And there isn't much growth that you can get from that, but it's good for beginners. And then next is back extensions. I've only recently actually started doing back extensions, but they help so much with building a nice lower back. And my posture just feels amazing when I train my lower back, because once again, stabilizing muscles. Now, the reason that we've done it in this order is because lats, they start off getting you that V-taper, that demon back, that wide back physique, and then traps help you bring in the width of your back, right? You want to have that good, like, almost, it leads down from your neck, right? And I've told you about neck training before, but train your neck, but it builds onto that and gives you this nice, like, it gives you this nice thick look, right, to your body. And then rear delts, because they just add like an extra, they're like the seasoning on top, right? The little spice that makes it so much better. And then finally, lower back. Lower back is still important. You might think, oh, but if I have a weak lower back, then all my other exercises are going to suffer. And yes, but also they get trained through other exercises like your deadlifts, your squats, your whatever sort of exercise you're doing where you're lifting any sort of weight, even like your dumbbell rows, it still gets trained a tiny bit. So I haven't done lower back training in all of my years of training until today, basically, until this year. Not even this year, but like a few weeks ago. So you don't need to focus on it, but it's a good, once again, extra thing to have on top. So start off with focusing on your lats and your traps. Those are the main things if you want to get a demon back. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more of me, click my link in the description. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want to support a small unconventional YouTuber, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.